Hello everybody and welcome back. Yes, I'm back today with another one with big and exciting news around the PPP program. Let's find out what happened today in the Senate. Let's get you guys all caught up on stimulus. Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Edward Bilder. To all my loyal subscribers out there, welcome back for another video. And if you're joining us for the first time today, welcome. Consider becoming a subscriber. I'm going to dive straight into PPP because there was some big and exciting news that came out of the Senate today. Super pumped, okay? The Senate passed the bill to extend the deadline of PPP. That is fantastic. Bipartisan support all the way across the board. It happened in the House. It happened in the Senate. Next stop, President Biden's desk to be signed into law. This is fantastic. So what this means to all applicants, the deadline that was once March 31st is now May 31st, plus an additional 30 days to keep processing applications behind the scenes. So that means for everybody out there, you must apply by May 31st. Sorry, May 31st. And then it gives 30 more days after that deadline for the SBA to keep working it, keep pushing it through the system to get you guys approved, okay? That's never happened before. It's always been deadline and leave it on the desk and forget about it, okay? So this is great news. It passed with 92-7. There was actually 2 Republicans that had amendments, but they were shut down, okay? I'm curious to know what they were. I'm actually waiting for the Senate's calendar here to be updated because I haven't even seen it updated on this current action, but I want to see what those amendments were. I'm curious to know if it had anything to do with retro PPP. So I'm really curious about that one. This was such a short bill. It was 3 pages. There was like one body of text, and it was simple. Strike and replace. Take one date out, put the other date in, and then add 30 days on top of that to keep processing the loans. That means the loans will process until June 30th. Deadline ending on May 31st for everybody out there to get out there and apply, okay? It did not include hashtag retro PPP, okay? We'll talk about that later here, but let's talk about your next steps here. If you haven't already done so, you can support the channel by touching the like button. Every time you tap the like button, YouTube recommends these videos to more and more people. It really helps me out here on the channel. You can share me on your Facebook or your Twitter. And I have other videos on building wealth with passive income, royalties, the stock market, and real estate. Hit the notification if you want to get alerted to when those videos come out. Okay, now let's get back into it because Biden still has to sign this into law. It could possibly happen tonight. I don't know if he has some special announcement he wants to do tonight or tomorrow, but chances are it's going to be a quick signature, okay? Rather hot pen waiting for this one, all right? So next steps. Get out there. If you have not applied, get out there and start applying. Schedule C filers, it's important to know. Use the application with gross, not net, okay? Net's the small number. Gross is the big number, okay? There's 2 forms. Don't mistake them because the bank, they're not going to let you know which form it is. It will say in the application, put your net income here or put your gross income here. It's not going to give you a choose. It's not going to say which one do you want, okay? Use gross. When you approach the lender, say, are you using gross? Are you using gross? If they're not, go somewhere else, okay? You're going to want to apply with gross. Check my 4-step video here on how to get this done. 4 steps, PPP to $40,000. This is a no credit check loan. Gig workers, sole proprietors, independent contractors, truck drivers, big time for you guys to come out because gross, man. The line on the top, okay? Awesome news, all right? Now, for everybody who's in the queue, this is for everybody who did not receive their funds yet. If you're out there in the queue, now is probably a good time. If you are filed with net, it might be a good time to go and retract that sucker, okay? You can pull your application out. It's a little challenging if you have an E-Tran assigned to it. You have to reverse that. You have to get a lender to release it from the SBA. They got to reach in the SBA, reverse it out, okay? And then you can transfer it to another bank or even the same bank. Call up that lender and say, hey, deadline's been extended. Let's get this puppy into gross instead of net, okay? Now's the time. There's another 60 days to get this done, okay? Well, actually, it's the 25th today. You have 64 days, 65 days or something. I don't know. I can't do 66 days right now, okay? You have 66 days to get this done. So don't wait. Don't wait. Try and get this thing changed over from net to gross because right now, after the fact, there's no current mechanism to do this. There's no current mechanism to change it, okay? We're going to shift over to talk about retro PPP next because there's still a lot of things we have to work on here with Congress. Hashtag retro PPP, everybody, okay? Everybody out there who filed previous to March 3rd used net if you're a Schedule C filer, okay? And then President Biden made this big announcement that he found some rule book hanging off the edge of a desk here, and it says that Schedule C filers can now use gross instead of net, okay? Schedule F filers were allowed to make this change back in December. So when PPP reopened, they were able to go straight in and amend from their net to their gross, okay? Schedule F filers were allowed to do this, and right now Schedule C filers are not being allowed to do this, okay? Hashtag retro PPP. We need to alert senators like Ben Cardin to get on the ball and get this fixed for us, okay? We're going to need this in some kind of an amendment, some kind of a bill out there. Hashtag retro PPP. So start tagging your senators, because we want the ability, if you're a net filer, to go back in and change it to gross. Basically, you just reapply for the balance of that money that was from net to gross, okay? That's how Schedule F filers did it. There were two things that stopped a Schedule F filer from doing that, and one is if you already received your draw number 2, okay? Already received your draw number 2. So all the PPP Schedule C filers that already received draw number 2, this is what we're going to need Ben Cardin to fix for us, okay? Because obviously it's not fixed for Schedule F filers, but if a Schedule F filer approached it from draw number 1, they were able to amend it just by reapplying, okay? And right now, Schedule C filers do not have that option. The SBA shut us down. Now, will that change now that we have an extra 66 days? Possibly, okay? That's possible that we could see a change here. There's another $550 billion sitting out there in this fund. That's a lot of money, okay? A lot of money. So we could see a change here, and retro PPP may not be a thing. But for everybody in draw 2 who already applied with net, your draw 1 is already squashed, okay? Because you can't, Schedule F filer couldn't adjust draw number 1 if draw number 2 was applied for and received. All right, so there's two things. Forgiveness will also stop you from getting this done. So if you filed for forgiveness for draw number 1, you can't go back and amend it. It's like basically like your loan has been closed, it's been forgiven, and it's over with. It's over with, okay? So forgiveness is not your friend in this case. And of course, if you applied for draw number 2, that's also not going to help you. So hashtag retro PPP, alert Senator Ben Cardin that we need a change here. And remember, folks, leaving a comment will enroll you into my next giveaway, because when I hit 20,000 subscribers, I'm giving away $500, okay? This is going to happen in about 10 days. All you have to do is leave a comment and be a subscriber. I'm going to pick a random comment. I did this about two and a half weeks ago. It was 2 Saturdays ago. Gave $500 to a family who was really in need. It was a pretty awesome moment here for the channel. So make sure you leave your comments. Let us know where you are in the EIDL process. Let us know if you're in priorities 1 or 2, if you got your grants, if you're seeing approved statuses show up. Help out everybody on the channel here with some information. So everybody, take some of the stimulus money and start changing your future. You could go out and start a business. I'm constantly looking for new partners and investors in my B&Bs and my short-term rentals. You can find me on Instagram if you would like to talk more about that. Or you could get out and start investing in platforms like Webull or BlockFi. Webull wants to give you 2 free stocks valued at $1,600 after you deposit $100 into the platform. And BlockFi, deposit anywhere between $50 and $250 to secure cryptocurrency. And you could earn like 8.6% on this. Pretty awesome stuff. And if you bring $250 in crypto, they're going to give you $250 in crypto, like a sign-on bonus. That's pretty cool. Webull's pretty awesome. Check this out. Every day I get free stocks, all right? And all I do is I click 2 buttons, all right? Recommend this to my friends on Facebook. And when they sign up, I get all these free stocks. Each month I get about $2,000 worth of free stocks. And if I don't like these stocks, I simply trade them in and buy whatever I want, okay? Webull's trying to promote building a portfolio. I think they do a great job of that. They constantly have giveaways of free stocks. That's going to do it for today, folks. If you need further assistance outside of my free content here on YouTube, you could schedule me for a one-on-one pinned in the top comment. I thank you all again, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.